New tonight, 3 illegal guns were taken off of Holyoke streets, landing 2 teens in custody Friday night. Police were called to High Street just after 10 p.m. for a party where juveniles and guns were reportedly present. 18-year-old Javion Rosa of Holyoke was arrested after hiding a loaded ghost gun. He'll have to answer to gun charges, including resisting arrest and disorderly conduct charges. Meantime, police found 19-year-old Dracarius Yarborough of Northampton with drug paraphernalia, 44 grams of marijuana, cash, and a gun. A third loaded gun stolen out of Vermont was also found on a porch. Yarborough faces charges for drug possession and assault and battery on a police officer.